not gonna name names. It's just like some of these little girls that show their ass on Instagram all day, which is fine. Trust me, like body positivity over here. But the ones that are more sexualized on Instagram, then they come over here and their content is basically just like, oh, I have a crush on so and so. What do they think about me? And it's like, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Ashley, and if you're returning, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm just going to be doing my makeup, and I'm just going to be talking about an array of topics. So feel free to comment down below. Let me know your thoughts as well. I do get pretty in-depth about a certain subject that I feel strongly about, so I'm open to opposing opinions. Even if you agree, disagree, that's fine. And the way I feel today may not be the way I feel tomorrow, but I just had to say what I had to say and get it off my chest. So I hope you guys appreciate that. And yes, this is a chit chat, get ready with me. So if you want to see my thoughts about surviving this whole COVID pandemic, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so let's jump into this video. I'm going to color correct. So I'm not going to be labeling or naming, calling out any products, but we are going to chat. So I'm color correcting right now. And I do have a ton of texture on my face. Something has got my face so irritated, and that's what sucks because you don't know what it is. The only thing that I did different was I may have an irritation to hyaluronic acid, honestly, because I feel like every time I use something with that ingredient, my skin goes on like a rampage. But anyway, so I've got some things that I want to discuss, obviously, starting with the influencers and celebrities getting like beauty services done and then having the audacity to tag the stylist. Like, what is going on with people? I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna keep it honest. I've been just like, I think I've been staying off social media more now because it's pissing me off. Like the disregard. Like there are people who are clearly jeopardizing their license, you know, just to do services on people. And it's like, is it that serious? Like, I understand, like, as an influencer, as a celebrity, the show must go on. You probably have things to do, but is it that serious? Like, you have to tag the person that's doing the services at this time, knowing that all it takes is one call to state board and your license is as good as gone. You have a big ass fine. And it's like, I just don't get it. Especially people in Atlanta and in Florida. Last I checked, they're about to open the state back up. They haven't opened it back up already. So I'm just like, it's not a good look to me. And it's like, if you're posting the work, so, oh, they're just doing your work, that's it, they're not doing work for anybody else. Like, I just don't trust it, and I just don't know why people can't just sit the hell down. I was gonna go back home, and this was around the time that it was spring break, so my daughter, I was gonna take her back home to see my parents, and at the same time go to a nail appointment if I could. But you know, me and my nail tech decided, you know, it's not worth it. But she works from home, and she doesn't have like a lot of people. Anyways, we decided that we weren't gonna do it. So whether we talked about it or not, we did not do it. I guess we just thought it was a little bit safer because it was gonna be like that. So I don't know if these situations are like that, or if these situations are like, I don't know, these people are just like, I'm seeing them tagging, and I'm like, y'all, can y'all keep that on the hush, like, at all? Like, what are you tagging for? No, now everybody want to give credit during a freaking quarantine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't be making sense to me. And people be looking real stupid to me. I just do not get it. Like, if I was gonna go do something, I'm not tagging the person. Like, that's common sense. Like, duh. I'm sorry. I'm just irritated with it. Okay? Like, the special treatment is getting on my nerves. Like, I'm not gonna name names, but I'm sitting here looking at certain celebrities, influencers, models, whatever, and their nails are not grown out. Their nails are freaking done, and it ain't no press on, trust me. And it's just pissing me off. It's just like, damn, it's just that serious, huh? Okay. So if you get caught up behind some shit like that, is this celebrity gonna pay your bills for like a lifetime? Because what if like you are a big time nail tech or whatever? Even you don't have to be big time, like regular nail techs make money. So who's gonna pay your bills? That's just what I'm curious about. Like, oh, the celebrity. Okay, cool, got it. No. Your thoughts? Next topic. Now that I look like an orange person, next topic. I was about to say something. Okay, celebrities on YouTube. I've been thinking about this for a while now, and I'm probably gonna sound like a hater, but because I'm already irritated, I'm mad aggy about everything at this point, I'm just gonna speak on it because I feel like I'm just gonna say it. I don't understand why y'all are. I hate to say this because it's gonna sound like I'm hating, and I'll just admit it, I could just be hating, but I'm gonna tell y'all this, like, the amount of time that it takes to grow a YouTube channel, even to 1,000 subscribers, to market yourself, to brand yourself, to get intros, to edit, to film, to come up with content, to treat this like a job. The people that are already on top, like, it's pissing me off because I feel like y'all are coming over here infiltrating. Like, this is a platform where people are trying to grow to get to some kind of status, or to have customers, to sell something, or just to be a brand themselves. And it's like y'all are infiltrating, like y'all are taking over every freaking platform. And it's like, I feel like it's harder because like the attention, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I know I put out good content, like I know I do. And so it's just like on a day-to-day basis, it takes anywhere from like 8 to 12 hours to do everything, to put out, to produce a video. And that's not me complaining, this is me like giving you like the real. And yes, this is what I chose to do. But in the fact that I love it, the gratification that I get when my video says, okay, your video has successfully shared, like, you don't even want to put out no BS because it takes so much time to put anything out. So it's like everything is a process with YouTube. Everything is very touch and go, very political, very what's on trend, very like, and when you don't have a niche and you're just kind of doing whatever it is that you feel, it's like even more difficult. And when you're not bringing an audience over from another platform, it's difficult. But knowing all of that, I still said, I don't care, like, this is what I want to do. I'm at the point where now I'm just, you know, I don't even care. I mean, I'm having a good time doing it, but I'm looking at these celebrities and these like big name influencers. Like, was the money on Instagram not good enough? Because I heard the money on Instagram is pretty good, and these people be having, like, I don't know if I see it as greed or I don't know. And I know they don't edit their own videos. It's just like, am I hating? I probably am hating because it's like y'all are hiring editors, like, whereas I choose to be a part of this whole creative process. I'm telling y'all, it's so tedious. Like, even like little sound effects, little images that you may insert at certain times in a video. Like, you're trying to get people to understand you, your personality, your vibe, your niche, your content, your criteria. You're trying to get people to understand that and be entertained by it. So you're basically selling yourself. So, you know, it's like, if y'all are raking in 580,000 views on your videos or whatever, just because people see you on another platform and they want more of you, I'm like, I feel like you're taking away from me. And I hate that I said that. No, I don't hate nothing. That's how I feel right now. And I may be looking at this the wrong way, and I probably shouldn't even be, because it sounds like I'm comparing where I'm not, because clearly I don't compare to you, because you're the one, you know what I'm saying, raking in the views. But it's almost like, and I don't want your pockets, it's not that, it's just like I said, I'm being like 100% in this creative process, this mode, and I want people to get it and, you know, think it's dope and fool with me, and so that we can do other things that I know young girls want to do, like, in the future, you know what I'm saying? Like, but these people, I feel like they just, and this is not everybody, but I feel like they just be on YouTube for the sake of, oh, my fans want to see me. And to be honest, like, you're selling yourself short a little bit too, because it's like, well, since you already have the audience, go on big screen then. If it's, I mean, I feel like they take the cheap route by going on YouTube, because, you know, this is where you got to get it out the mud. But for them, they know it's going to be easy because they already have the audience, and then they just come over here and they just go to town, and then they're just going on lavish vacations, and they're just doing the most. And I mean, this could just be me venting. Forgive me if it sounds negative, but I just gotta know. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I will watch the content of some, well, to be real, what big influencer from Instagram do I watch on here that was only big on Instagram and then came over to YouTube? Let me see. I watched a couple of Ari's videos just because I was curious about, like, her day-to-day, but I don't feel that she's consistent enough on YouTube, so I stopped watching her. She may have gotten back consistent, I'm not sure. No, I just watch YouTubers, like a real YouTuber. That's who I watch. Hello. Hey. Me. Sweet tea. Well, it looks like y'all still in progress.
Hi, YouTube.
Hey, it's my baby. Y'all, so here's the thing, like, I watch YouTubers. I don't really care to watch those other girls because I could look at them on Instagram. Anyways, that's just how I feel about it. I feel like they're infiltrating. I feel like, go back to Instagram, because I know y'all are getting paid over there. Like, that's just how I feel about it. How do I feel about, like, this whole quarantine? And then how do I feel about states opening back up? Certain states opening back up, certain businesses opening back up. I feel like all of this has been a money grab. I feel like it could very much be real. There are different points of the quarantine where they made me feel like, is this real? Like, are people really dying from this? Even though I've been taking precautions, like, every time I leave the house, like, I haven't been playing about my PPE and all that stuff. I don't know. I just really don't trust the government, like, at all. And if I were to get really deep into it, it would probably freak people out. But if you want to hear my thoughts about it, about, like, a lot of stuff about when people die, and about like when famous people die, and, like, If you want to hear my thoughts about all of that stuff, let me know and I'll make another video because I don't want this one to be too long. But I just really don't trust the government. And I understand that the government has to run. It has to run based on money, not based on feelings and emotions and all of those things. I just hope that there will be something in place for the next time, because there's definitely going to be a next time. As far as certain businesses opening back up, of course that's a target towards Black and brown people, and that's why I feel like just stay home. I don't trust it. I am a little sad because I don't know what's going to happen for my birthday. I was planning on going out of the country. I don't know if that's still an option or not. I see some people traveling and going to different places now. So I don't even know what the frick is going on at this point. I've really not kept up with the media coverage that much on the whole situation, because at a point I just got fed up and I didn't know what was real from what was fake. And I really just got fed up, to be honest with you. I just really don't even know how I feel about going anywhere after this, like traveling on an airplane after this. My whole outlook on everything like is different, and I feel like now I don't know, you know how history repeats itself, so I almost feel as if this is all just like a way, excuse me, for things to go back the way they were like years and years and years ago, as far as family time, going outside, riding bikes. I just feel like things are gonna go like really prehistoric. Either that or super futuristic, as far as like conference calls for everything now. Like my daughter, her school is out for the rest of the year now. Certain things really worry me. Like, I don't know, like now all the moms are like stay-at-home moms legit. And now like the men are really going out and having to work, you know, in households, because who's going to take care of the children? So it's just so many things that I thought about, and I was like, is this history repeating itself? So I want to know what you guys think. Like, oh, and that's another thing I definitely wanted to mention is like the post-traumatic effects of this quarantine. I really think, first of all, Netflix, y'all need to put out some more movies, because yeah, everybody has watched everything. We've been watching Outer Banks. Tell me if y'all have been watching that or not. And fun fact, that was filmed in South Carolina, in Charleston. It's actually a good show, and I love the mixture of like the races on the show. I love like a lot about the show. I really enjoy it. Also, I watched Black AF, and I have my thoughts about it. At first it was hilarious, and then I watched it a second time and I noticed a couple of things. So if we want to do like a show movie review, let me know. I have watched a lot of crap in the last couple of days, especially since Darren has picked up a second job. It's just like, grow, because he picked up a second like essential worker job. So he's trying to really stack some bread for the future, along with the truck driving job. So shout out to him. That boy can work. But as far as like the post-traumatic realm of everything, I do feel as though people are gonna have to learn how to be families again and to love again. And like, I do feel people may need some therapy after this, you know, because it's like, it was so freaking sudden. And I feel like I've said that in another video, like all of this was so sudden, like lockdown, like you feel like a hermit sometimes. Like, I don't know, like you feel like an animal in a cage. Like, are you really telling me I can't go somewhere? But at the same time, nothing is open. So it was rough. I mean, at first I was very comfortable with it, but looking at people who are not comfortable with it, and you know, energies being transferable and all that stuff, you know, this is not okay for some people. Some people really do need interaction, social interaction, and you know, as much as people are trying to be strong, for some people this is not it. And for me, this was it, but then I started to become complacent about like my work and about my goals, and it's very difficult to get stuff delivered to you like in a timely fashion. Like I'm still waiting on a package from Sephora that I ordered forever ago, like for the sale or whatever. I probably need to track it because at this point I paid like so much money for that stuff. Yeah, as far as like mentally, I went ahead and did my eye makeup off camera, and I did like my whole complexion or whatever, minus the blush and the bronzer and all that, but all my powdering and stuff. And then when I brushed away the powder, it was like these hollows under my eyes. I'm so done with my skin right now. Like, so I had to go back in with the white powder and see if that might help. But yeah, it just got to a point where it was just difficult to visualize like the finish line. Like, okay, at the end of this, I can accomplish what exactly? You just don't know. It's a lot of uncertainty. Like I mentioned in my other video, it's just like a little bit too much uncertainty for me. It's like you don't even know if things are ever gonna go back the same. I don't know. Like I don't even know if I want to get a vaccine. Like I don't even know if I trust these people. Like I just feel like there was so much backhanded stuff going on with this whole virus. And I'm not saying like, oh, it wasn't real, people didn't really die. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying there are a lot of things that I just don't trust. See, like, what is that? I'm so pissed. Like, I just messed up my whole makeup look. I have no idea what that is. It's trash. I look like a scary movie right now. Anywho, and then as far as, yeah, the Netflix show, The Outer Banks, that's what we're on right now because like I said, we've watched Netflix in its entirety at this point. And I'm just happy for those kids because, you know, I read the little backstory, and they were originally supposed to shoot here in North Carolina, but they ended up shooting in Charleston. And I just think it's cool because it's like trending on Netflix. So this might be some of these kids' big break as far as like getting into the acting. So I think that's pretty dope to start something and then see it kind of flourish into fruition like this. Is pretty cool. And it's actually good. Like, they're actually really good actors and actresses on the show. So, I have another subject that I kind of want to talk about. I don't remember, did I finish talking about, like, some people's mental state after this? Like, yeah, I definitely think, I don't know if traumatic is the right word to use, but I definitely think people are going to be affected. Okay, it might have gotten a little bit better, but I'm gonna have to put on some eyeliner because Oh, and I also ordered like, okay, so I was spending like a couple of days finding like the perfect setup for my backdrop. Like I found these six drawer table cabinet or whatever on IKEA. Then I found like some other things that would be really cute and all that good stuff. And I go to order it. I had like almost $300 worth of stuff in my cart. And I go to order it, and I was all looking at it like, okay, I can build this. And you guys, I suck at building stuff. Like, but it looked easy enough. Like, I felt confident about it. I was like, I'm gonna build this. This is gonna be awesome. Girl, I went to order that stuff, and it said earliest delivery June 4th. I kindly exited out of there. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, so I'm supposed to have a blank backdrop until June 4th. Like, fuck out of here. I was so irritated because I spent days like contemplating. Like, that's how I am with like larger purchases. I spend days like, okay, do I really need this? How much is this gonna affect my bank account if I get this? Is this gonna be, am I gonna be able to get it put together? Am I like, I don't know. So I was pretty pissed. I was like, I'll just get it from Wayfair. And what really pissed me off is that IKEA is down the freaking street. And then I even like was looking up like if they have a pickup option, and they were like, yeah, usually we do have a click and collect, but because of the coronavirus, that's not happening. I'm like, what? But anyway, I'm like, okay, so y'all can't just put on some PPE and like do just like the rest of Walmart and everybody else. But okay, whatever. Hi, being insensitive again. They didn't have that option, so girl, shipping was like $49. I was like, I don't know about this. So then when I finally got the courage to order the crap, it says something about June 4th. And I'm like, that's literally like, my birthday is June 9th. Like, are you serious? I'm not going to give a damn about no cabinet table at that time. Like, I want my stuff done right, and I want it done now. It's so funny. Darren told me the other day, like, you want what you want when you want it, and if you don't get it, you get pissed off. And that is so true. You know, it's just so true. I just don't see why it's gonna take that long. I really don't. The warehouse is literally down the street. So I'm gonna just go on Wayfair and see what's going on, because we got our chest for downstairs like right at the beginning of quarantine from Wayfair, and it was here sooner than they even suggested that it would be here. So I might just fool with Wayfair. I may have to pay a little extra, I may not. I don't really know. I really don't like waiting. That's sad. So I really just wanted to end the video by saying, you know, I'm sorry, but you know, there's times when I'm going to be happy, lucky, positive all the time, and I'm happy right now. I'm just noticing some things, and I'm just like, and it doesn't mean that, you know, who am I to say people can't get on YouTube and then become a YouTuber? But if you're gonna be on YouTube, be a YouTuber, because this crap is not easy, and it's a process for most people. And you know, don't just be on here like using your status just to have content. I mean, I can't tell people what to do. I'm just saying, on my side, in my opinion, it's annoying because I'm over here like, I have to choose between, you know, cleaning the bathroom or making content. I have to choose between spending time with my loved one or making content. And a lot of times I choose my family or, you know, household stuff, because I'm not at that point where, you know, this is my full-time like gun-ho, like you can see the fruits of my labor type, like, oh, I'm paying real bills with this money. Like, I'm not at that point. So there's a lot of groundwork being put in, because I do have a finish line. What I want to happen at the end of it all, you know what I mean? What kind of empire, what kind of brand I want to have when it's all said and done. And you know, I'm taking a different route by not shaking my ass online and, you know, portraying myself as a hoe online. And I feel like some people are just, I mean, I can't knock it because it's all a hustle. So if you're okay with it, then you do it. Like, you do what you can handle. And I think like people's personal lives do play a huge part in the type of content that they can create, you know, how fast they can get there, etc. But that's not to say, because there are people that make, you know, DIY channels that skyrocket or whatever. I'm just saying, like, I know the money is good on Instagram, and that's why a lot of girls transition from YouTube to Instagram, because there's a whole lot of opportunities on Instagram. I don't know why they would come over here and then call themselves a YouTuber. There's enough money for everybody apparently, but I just feel like the smaller people are lacking because like we're not that big name, and so people are not interested in what we're doing and this and that and the third. But I don't care. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make it, period. Like, what you eat don't make me shit type situation, but I am observing it and it is irritating to me at times. But that's not to say there's not good content creators out there that came from Instagram, like Miracle Watts. I've watched her channel and she has good content. It's just like some of these little girls, I'm not gonna name names, it's just like some of these little girls that show their ass on Instagram all day, which is fine, trust me, like body positivity over here. But the ones that are more sexualized on Instagram, then they come over here and their content is basically just like, oh, I have a crush on so-and-so. What do they think about me? And it's like, but I guess for the younger crowd, that's what they're into. But what are you perpetuating? Like, what brand are you? I don't know. I mean, it's all about confidence at the end of the day. So that's one thing they could be doing. But to me, it's just all based on their outwardly appearance. It doesn't really have, they don't really have content to me. But I guess anything can be content, girl. I be over here racking my brain like, okay, I be writing notes, like I be filling up notebooks, and a lot of my content, it doesn't even get filmed because for different reasons. Like, I'll write a lot of good ideas down and I won't even film them. And you know, from now on, I'm gonna bust my ass because I've been writing down ideas and putting them into the universe and then not taking the time to film them, and that just comes from a lack of discipline on my part. And then I'll see someone film a video on exactly what I wrote down and it'll do well because the person's page is a larger page, and it's like, actually, you should have just did that video because, like, I don't know, you doubt yourself a lot. But you should have just did that video because now look, this person has put this idea out into the universe and now you can't because it's going to look like you bit off of them type of deal. So yeah, I have to work on that for sure. I don't know how this turned into this type of video. I'm getting ready to have a conference with my daughter's teacher in a minute, in about 6 minutes. So let me wrap this up. I do appreciate you guys so much for watching my video. Please let me know what your thoughts are about the subjects that we discussed today. Thank you so much for watching my videos. The people that come back time and time again, I really appreciate you. And I appreciate all my new subbies. And I hope you enjoy the content. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed to my channel with your post notifications turned on. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye guys.